Hola, my name is Leah, and I am an esoteric alchemist. Welcome to my place, Silver Creek Medicine Ranch. My mission here is to help folks attain inner peace and inner truth, and also to help them attain the fulfillment of all of their greatest wishes, dreams, and desires. Now, I do believe, and I do use, the law of attraction, but it is my strong, heartfelt knowing that our conscious planetary mother, Sophia Gaia, is our super boost in all of our manifesting abilities. Yes, when we line up with her flow and her energies, all of our manifestations come with a greater ease and are much more fulfilling. So we use her basic elements: earth, air, wind, fire, and spirit. And so today, I would like to introduce you to my latest esoteric project here at Silver Creek Medicine Ranch. During this autumn, I went down to the Gulf Coast here in Texas, and I attended an autumn equinox ceremony. And at the ceremony, we learned to make and to use quartz stone medicine wheels. We made 3 of these wheels. They were about this big in diameter, and we put them inside of our ceremonial circle, and then we did our ceremony. And it was one of the most powerful and transformational and beautiful ceremonies I've ever been involved with. It was so successful. Every one of the participants felt the same way. And so when I got home, I knew that I had to make some of these medicine wheels on my place, on Silver Creek Medicine Ranch. And I did. And today, I'm going to show them to you and share them with you. Okay. Well, I made all 3 of my medicine wheels. I made them much bigger than the ones in the equinox ceremony, just because luckily I have lots of room. But I made them all with rocks from this beautiful arroyo here that borders the western edge of my property. Now, this arroyo is filled with limestone and quartz rocks. There's also lots of hematite, lots and lots of seashell fossils here, and just hundreds of Comanche arrowheads and other tools. And so I gathered all the rocks up for my medicine wheel from here. I hand-picked each one and made sure they all had quartz in them. And I carried them back up to the top over there, bucketful by bucketful, and I made my medicine wheels. So to make the medicine wheels, and you need 3 of them. You need to do 3 fairly close together on your property or on the place where you're going to put them for them to work the most effectively. So the way you do it is you take, I got a stick here, kind of a straight stick, more or less the diameter of the circle that I wanted to make. And first I lined it up on the north-south axis. I lined that up, and I had my rocks all collected up here. And I lined up the north-south axis of rocks first, and then I lined up the east-west intersecting that northwest so that you have a cross, an equilateral cross, and then I just filled in the quarters in between the cardinal points there with rocks. And they all have to be touching. The rocks all must touch. Every rock has to be touched, has to be touching. And that's one of the keys of it working effectively. And So it's pretty basic and easy. There's quartz rocks, you know, just everywhere. And I have to tell you that I just had such wonderful things start happening to myself and to people that I knew all around me after I made these this fall. I've had just a wonderful fall and winter. And I do really think that it's because I have these esoteric transmitters going here on the land now. So anyway, for instance, I've been longing to make these some videos to share for many moons, and I'm just not very cyber technical interested. It baffles me, to tell you the truth. And so just recently my son has come back to the ranch here to stay for a while with me and has volunteered his services. In fact, he's my cameraman and my technician, uploading all this stuff for me, and I'm so appreciative. And that just sort of all fell together as it should, you know, ever since I've had these going. And so anyway, let's go over and look at the second wheel that I made. And so here's the second one here. I have lined up all three of the wheels on a north-south axis, a north-south line on my land here, and they're sort of all lined up. This one here is right behind the water catchment in my house, of my place here, and so it really affects all the water magic that I do here. So this is the second one. Now let's go and I'll show you the other one. So here's the third of the wheels. I made this one under this beautiful chinkapin oak tree, and here she is, just transmitting out, sending out all of my positive wishes, dreams, and desires out into the universe to be brought back to me with love. And so I've had such success with these that I have decided to, on Silver Creek Medicine Ranch here now, I am going to build a bigger, more beautiful quartz stone medicine wheel. And I'm going to build it down in my sacred oak circle. Let me show you. So this is my sacred oak circle, my church, built by our conscious planetary mother, Sophia Gaia. And I have had many, many wonderful, beautiful, successful ceremonies here in this grove throughout the years. Awesome place, indeed. And we have a living maypole here, which has been danced around and wrapped many, many times. And you'll see we have a beautiful old growth oak at each of the cardinal directions. And so my plan now is to sort of clean this up a little bit. I haven't done much out here in the last 2 years. So I'm going to clean it and manicure it up a bit. And then I'm going to make a very big quartz stone medicine wheel here. And I will gather the stones. The creek bed, the same creek bed, was right across the way here. And I'm going to use like bowling ball sized stones. And I'm going to bring them up here and make a beautiful quartz stone medicine wheel this winter. I'm so enthused. It's going to be so much fun to make it. I'm really on the beauty path in life. And so my goal, my intent, I send out, is to have this finished by May Day, somewhere around May the 1st, so that we can do a very powerful, magical May Day dance around our maypole this year here. I will be making more films as I go along to share my progress with you. I thank you very much for your attention and for listening. Merry meet and merry part, and merry meet again.